So this is my friend Dom, and let's just say he's built a following for being a pretty insane athlete. Genuinely insane. And about 5 years ago, me and him became friends because my friend Titus, what's up Titus?
What's up, Andrew?
Accidentally added me to a group chat with him on Snapchat, trying to snap both of us. And 3 years ago, I finally met him for the first time in my life when I drove all the way to New Orleans to stay the night in a trampoline park with him, where me and him hung out pretty much the entire night. And I actually relearned how to do a backflip since my first injury. And at the beginning of this year, I was still able to do the backflip. That all changed, however, with the accident. What is the accident, you might be asking? Well, we don't talk about the accident. Not yet, because I can't. And after my accident, I set out a set of goals that I wanted to hit. And one of those was to relearn how to do a backflip. And I was like, I have to meet up with Dom again. So I called him up and I was like, hey Dom, what's up? You in Louisiana right now? I really want to relearn a backflip. I'm finally like on my road to recovering from my accident. I have to drive to New Orleans and then hop on a plane in Michigan. I'm on my way. It went a little something like that. So that's exactly what I did. I hopped in the car early morning, drove all the way to New Orleans, hopped on a plane to New Orleans International Airport, flew 3 hours to Detroit, Michigan. That's right, I'm now in Detroit, Michigan. Home of one of the best people I know, almost by an hour, which means we gotta go ahead and go. There's just one small problem with me not being home, is the fact that I lack reliable transportation, which is where this car, more so the person driving it, comes in. What's up, dude? Ew. We began the hour drive to go meet Dom, and this is my buddy Tyler Putnam 2.0, a local Michigander and a friend of mine. So we got to where Dom lives, and we met up for the first time in 3 years.
So long.
And the reunion was wholesome. And after reuniting, me and Dom went to the gym to begin our training. When we got to the gym, we began warming up with a Ninja Warrior course because they had one there and I really wanted to try one. So I began doing the Ninja Warrior course, starting with the little one, and I cleared it easily. I decided it was time to go for the middle one. And it definitely didn't hurt.
How did that feel on your knee?
It didn't hurt.
Didn't hurt that you came down like...
And after being called out for my lie, I decided to try it a second time around.
I guess that's one way to do it.
I am a guy that had to wear a neck brace a few months prior, so being able to do one of these meant a lot. And there happened to be the infamous salmon ladder there that I've wanted to try since I was a kid watching American Ninja Warrior growing up. And after failing at the salmon ladder, salmon? After failing that, it was time to watch a master at work.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
You're too tall.
And after our face-off, I had to sit and actually watch just how insane this man is. And then we saw him in action on the trampoline, and I was just sitting there like, dang, I want to be able to do just a small, tiny fraction of this. After watching Dom, I decided to warm up a little bit with some other tricks that I wanted to learn before we attempted the main course, which was the backflip. This trick is called a tornado kick, which is a martial arts kick that's used in tricking a lot. And if I was trying to look like a bad rendition of a Karate Kid poster, I was doing it pretty successfully. And after becoming a professional flopper for a solid 20 to 30 minutes, the exhaustion was starting to kick in and I needed to take a breather before I gave 2 more shots. And both times, I say the compliments spoke for themselves.
Yeah, there we go.
After getting those down to a degree, I knew what had to happen next. It was time for me to start practicing my backflip. I began retracing my steps from the first time I learned how to do a backflip 3 whole years ago.
He's going to do it.
Seeing as I started off with a foam pit 3 years ago, I figured my best course of action nowadays would be to also try learning it again into a foam pit. And obviously I retained some of my knowledge because it was going pretty smoothly. And last time I learned how to do the backflip after the foam pit, I did it on trampoline to much success.
Hey!
And I tried it again on a trampoline in 2024, and guess what? Still had a lot of success, so I decided to take it up a notch by attempting to do it on the air track, which is like a bouncy floor. And surprisingly, the air track was super easy for me to pick up on. It was like secondhand nature for me at this point. I even had my own personal cheerleader, and I decided with all the momentum I had after doing this last one, I was gonna carry the momentum over to the floor and get ready to swing my arms, and I couldn't do it yet. I just couldn't bite the bullet and do it on ground yet. But after watching Dom show off once again and being a little jealous, we decided to let Tyler have a little bit of fun by showing us his first ever attempts at going backwards in his life. And after seeing Tyler's ability and confidence to do that without ever having done anything like that in his life, I decided I gotta do it again. I gotta give it one more shot. So I hop back on the air track to build up the momentum and the confidence to do it with a little bit of encouragement for Dom, and I sent it.
Ready?
I had finally done it. I beat my injury and managed to do a backflip on the ground with the help of Dom several hundred miles away from home. And it was one of the best moments of my life. So much so I had to hit another backflip real quick. And after everything was said and done, we had to recover because, not gonna lie, this all took a toll on a very, at the time, unathletic Andrew because I had just been recovering. And now I'm back here with the ability to still do a backflip. I actually did one as of yesterday. Shout out Dom. If you guys have not already subscribed, I'm getting back into this content thing, so it's a little rough right now. But we're trying something new here with this story format. And as always, guys, remember, have a good day, have a good night, have a goodbye. What's up? Wait, what? As always, guys, remember, have a good day, have a good night, have a goodbye. Peace.